Okay, can I tell my story of seeing
Absolutely.
Utada
Absolutely. I want to know 100%.
Okay, so at the time I was working at a place where we weren't allowed to go on the internet.
Really? What?
Yeah, I worked at an animation studio, but like the internet was all blocked.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't have a smartphone at the time either. So
Uh-huh.
this is like back in the day, remember? It was like first generation iPhone.
Yeah. Like I touch.
Yeah, so I had to get my roommate who was unemployed at the time he was at home to like go on as soon as they went on sale and buy the tickets.
What website did they use?
I don't remember.
Okay.
And so he secured the tickets and they were so cheap. They were like $40.
Yes.
Yeah. And my partner was just my friend at the time. And so we were planning on going together. And then between the time that I bought the tickets and we left for New York, we got together.
Oh.
And it was like our first trip together as a couple.
Sweet.
And he was like pretending to be into Utada Hikaru and stuff at the time, like pretending to be into my interests and everything.
So he doesn't like her?
He does. He kind of respects her. Like he's like a very supportive partner. Like he asks me about her all the time and like
love that.
But it's not he the only music he likes is like 80s hair metal type of
stuff. Okay.
But yeah, so we were staying in New York for like a few days and had never been there before. I'd been to like the outer parts of New York State as a kid, but not New York City.
Yeah.
So we got a hotel right in Times Square.
Ooh.
And yeah, so then we went to the venue like after lunch to line up. And this is January or the beginning of February.
Okay.
So it's dead cold. I was like, I don't want to line up like first thing in the morning because it was like all general admission, so you don't get seats. So we get there and there's already a line around the block at like 1 p.m.
And the show doesn't start till what, like 6, 7, huh?
I think even later than that. There was no opener, so it was like 7 or 8.
Whoa, my gosh.
Yeah. So we were waiting there for 6 hours.
Oh gosh.
And there were so many people there that the police came up. And they're like, what are y'all waiting for? We're like, Utada! And they're like, what? But my boyfriend was like really supportive. Like he would go out of the line and like go get drinks and like food and come back.
That's a good one.
And at one point, the staff came out and handed out hot chocolate to everyone in line.
Aww.
And I actually made friends with the guy standing in line behind us. His name is Shane.
Okay.
And we're still like mutuals online.
I love that.
And he is like a big IU stan. And he was like, we were kind of like in a joking way, kind of testing each other to see who was like the bigger Utada stan. I was like, I watch Utada United every day. I can name the whole set list in order. And then he's like, I can too. And then we both just started doing it.
That's how you know they're a friend forever.
And he had a friend with him as well, but she wasn't as big of a fan. So I'm not really in contact with her anymore. But yeah. So we finally get in after waiting outside for 6 hours. And we got kind of a decent spot, like halfway in the venue. It was like a very small, like, it was the Fillmore.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with those like clubs. But yeah, it wasn't like super small, but not big either.
Yeah.
So we had a good spot, like right in the middle. Of course, I wanted to be in the front, but that wasn't happening because there were people that camped out there.
From the night before?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah. Utada, I can't remember if she says it right on the In The Flesh like recording, but when I was there, they told her while she was on stage, like, we've been here all night to get in the front. And then she like tells everyone in the crowd and she's like, I just have one thing to say to you. You're crazy.
Literally, That's the other thing about Utada that I love. I don't think they really know how big of a like juggernaut they are
Yeah.
in terms of like fans.
Hmm.
That is wild.
I think that's why Utada doesn't have a fan club still too, is like it seems a little too like self-serving to her, like
Yeah,
yeah, because that would help a lot of the ticket issues. I feel if we got like
one
a fan
percent,
club, like first dibs on the tickets for
one
those big
hundred percent,
tours.
100%.
But I'm pretty sure In the Flesh was sold out or almost sold out. But
Really?
yeah, and I ended up buying 4 tickets, but then like 2 of my friends didn't come, so it was just me and my boyfriend. And anyway, yeah, so we finally get in the venue. You're not allowed to record or like anything like that. And we're waiting so long. I'm pretty sure Hikaru was an hour late.
Hell no.
And like they kept doing these things where they were like testing the lights and testing the sound system after we were all already in there. And we would think, the whole crowd would think every time like Hikaru was about to come out. So we would start screaming and going ape shit. And then like the house music comes back on. We're like, oh my God, when is she coming out?
So wait, you said you didn't have an opener.
No,
Wasn't the Mike Rizzo guy? He wasn't the opener? The
no.
DJ guy? So what the hell was he? Oh, okay. Yeah. You remember him, right?
I remember the name, but
Yeah, he was connected to like, because I had even emailed him like, "Are y'all coming to Miami?" And he was like, "No, we're not." That's crazy.
it must have been just for like 1 or 2 dates, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you
Yeah,
remember what time they started?
no,
You just know it was late as hell.
it was just very late. Yeah, so it was just torture. But the show was really good. Hikaru's vocals kind of were struggling in some points, but it was just like that moment where it's like the adrenaline, like you're saying, you don't really process the
Mhm.
details. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Um, And then I was doing the same thing as you, where I was like waiting for a quiet moment and I was gonna like scream something. And I know I have like a fairly quiet speaking voice, but like I can yell really loud.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So at a quiet point, I yelled, "Canada loves you!" And Hikaru like looks up and she's like, "What loves me?" And I'm like, "Canada, Canada, Canada." And she's like, "Canada." She's like, "Does New York love me?" And everyone's like, "Woo!" Like going crazy. I'm like, whatever.
She didn't get a
We're a little bit too
joke.
Canadian there. But there was this one guy in the very front who kept heckling, sort of like,
I was going to ask you, did that happen at your show?
yeah.
Yes. Okay, what happened? Tell me the story.
I couldn't even hear what he was saying. I just kept hearing him like trying to talk to Hikaru between every song and like yelling. But I couldn't hear what. And there was one guy who was like, "Show me your boobs," which was like, I know. Yes, Matt, with the stop talking moment. That's when Hikaru was like, "Stop talking." It was like to this guy in the front row that kept heckling.
Yo, that will never. Men are so trash.
I know.
Like,
Everyone was like shook when he said that. Everyone's like, "Did he say show me your boobs?" Everyone's like whispering about him, like,
that is so. And my thing is, like, you pay money. You know, this isn't like
mm-hmm.
some free thing. Like, you paid money to attend this person's show. And then you come to, like, make them uncomfortable and be disrespectful to them.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah. And Hikaru even said, like, "I have family here tonight." Like, their cousin was like on the balcony. And
Yes, I remember them talking about their cousin there. Yeah, like, ew.
I know. There was this guy that was kind of moving a little bit through the crowd, and he was really tall, like tall, skinny white guy, like nerdy with, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and he came over near us, and he was doing this dance during certain songs where he would just like throw his arms like this.
And now you're like getting bunks in the head.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't have a problem, but it's like don't hit other people.
100%. Yeah.
And he was banging into these shorter Asian people that were in front of me. So I would kind of like put my arm to try and stop his arm from continuously hitting them. And then he kind of like backs up and comes next to me. So then he hit me in the head with his arm. And I like stopped him the first time, like, don't do that. And then he does it again. So then my boyfriend like pushed him. And,
oh, y'all are about to start a mosh.
Yeah, moshing at the Utada show. And the dude, he's like, oh, what the hell? And we're like, stop doing that. Like, stop hitting people with your elbows. He's like, I can't help it if I'm freaking tall.
Classic GameStop nigga.
Yeah.
Classic GameStop person, yes.
So
Classic.
he ended up moving away because like I'm sure he was afraid we were gonna like
report his ass.
kick his ass.
Yeah.
His boyfriend's like 3 times the size of him, so we always just call him Razor Blade Elbows, and like
wait, that's the guy's name now?
If you're watching me, hi.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, fuck you.
I hope you don't hit people anymore in the head with your elbows.
Oh my god.
But,
I've only seen one. I've only watched In the Flesh once because it's not available over here. I don't know why. I'm really irritated by that. I watched it once. I don't remember how I watched it, but it was so good. What were some of the highlights for you, set list wise, for the show?
It's so hard to remember, but like, I don't know. I liked hearing the English songs. Like the This Is the One songs. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but
I hate how much people shit on that album. It is so good.
Yeah, I love the album.
I prefer This Is the One over Exodus. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, like Utada's performance of Dirty Desire is so good.
So such a great song. So good. And even, little old me, 15-year-old me listening to that song, I wasn't really getting all of the innuendos. Now when I hear that, I'm like, oh, pussy was out, honey. I'm at my 9 to 5 thinking 69. Come on. Down.
Yeah, Dirty Desire with the live band. And like Utada adds some like vocal ad-libbing to the live version.
That's so good. Let me tell you, funny enough that you talk about that. Hikaru performing live, sometimes underrated because, okay, Hikaru's not Mariah Carey in vocals. Songwriting, yes. Vocals, she's not. But, like I said, artist through and through. So there are things that Hikaru does during the live performances that are just like so amazing. When you talk about the ad-libs, one of my favorite and a highlight for me when I was at, the science fiction tour, when she performed For You, because that's another top 5 of my favorites. There is a performance back when she was promoting the Distance album. She starts da 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 da, and she does like this riff. No matter what you say, like she just does this like these beginning ad libs, and I'm like, oh, why didn't you do that on the studio version? So when she performed For You live, I'm like doing the same little riffs and the ad libs. I'm like, I'm there with you, girl. Like her ad libbing, so good.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if when she's like rehearsing or performing that, she's like, I wish I put this on the record, because it's like you get another chance to keep working on the song.
Yes, 100%. So good.
Yeah, that was pretty much the show. Oh no, so we remember Utada. I showed my baseball.
Yeah.
Before, so that's when I got
that. And like I said, you've been holding it down. If anybody got that motherfucking ball, it should have been you. I'm so happy. Can you show us?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Please. Oh, hell yes. Okay, that was another thing I was gonna say. So I love coming from the age where we, as like big time, purchasing physical media and things, like we put our stuff, our things on like a little shrine.
Yeah.
Don't touch it. Stay away from it. It's only that I love it.
Does anyone
That's
ever try to borrow your stuff?
absolutely no, because nobody else listens to this music.
No, yeah. One time I had a friend in college who borrowed a couple of my CDs and I was so nervous. Like,
Did you get all of them back?
yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
But yeah, so here's my Utada ball.
Wow, that is amazing.
Okay,
Yeah, right there. Perfect. No. Yeah.
Okay, so it's February 8th, 2010.
That is epic.
And so it's been 15 years. 15 years and a month.
Yo, Emily, you better hold on that tight.
I am. I went to I got this case at the comic book shop local to me. So it's like meant for baseballs, like collector baseballs. It has like the little stand in the bottom to hold it up.
That is amazing. You have a literal piece of history.
And this is not even like, I didn't even get this for myself. My boyfriend got it for me.
The ball or the case?
The ball. So
really?
She comes out to throw the baseballs and he fucking dived, like elbowing those poor small Asians out of the way.
Sorry, not sorry.
Like razor blade elbows went flying. He was on the ground like
he's a keeper.
We're still together. So
I love that. So how many years? So wait, has it been? When do you guys celebrate your anniversary? What date is the actual anniversary of you guys?
December 23rd.
Oh, sweet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And I know he was so happy to do that for you because he knows how much.
He watches my videos and like he waits to see if someone comments on the ball like every time I show it. Everyone loves the ball.
Yes. Oh, my other question was going to be, did they sell merch at that show?
No. She didn't have any merch on that tour.
That is so annoying. But, I understand why, because like dealing with merch is a lot because you have to like pack it and it's and other things you have to ship and stuff. So I've made it